Alright, we're trying this again. Hi, welcome to the 23rd episode of the But I'm Knitting podcast. My name is Ramona. I'm a knitter from Toronto, and welcome to my corner of the crafting world. This is my third attempt for the day, because my computer keeps freezing at me, and I'm hoping it's not upset at me or something. So, let's get on with the projects. I have a work in progress, and I got a finished object. I forgot, I do have a couple new acquisitions, but they're just patterns. So let me show you what I've done so far. My no-name socks. Ooh, sock fell. I worked on them. I've only done maybe about 8 or so rows. I didn't count them exactly. So this is yarn that I dyed myself. This was, one of the first skeins of yarn that I found commercially available that I could get by myself. This one is Lions brand Sock Ease. You can pretty much pick it up at Michael's. They definitely have it because that's where I've always bought it from. So that was like $12.99 or something Canadian. So that's how far I've made it on this pair of socks. I have probably about another 15 to 20 rows before it is time for me to start my toes. I started and finished a project in the span of a week. Last week was the beginning of the Downseller Studio Pigskin Party 2017 knit along, and I started Thursday night because morning there was like no time, and I finished very early this morning about midnight. So here's what I did, and hopefully it won't freeze because every time I put this on the screen it's when it freezes. I finished the Babble hat, designed by Donna Smith. So I started this, I finished it, I want to make another one already. This hat's just awesome. So it fits my head great. It looks cute, which is always great. And I have a lot of yarn left over, which, my two most commonly used colors in this hat, I still have a good amount left over. I could probably do at least 1 to 2 more hats, I'm pretty sure, with the yarn that I have left over. And here are the other 2 colors that I have left over from it. I'm definitely putting the names at the bottom right there. With this one though, I was planning on doing antler mitts by Tin Can Knits. I will maybe start those this week, I don't know. Hopefully that might end up being my main project. So it's a pair of cabled mitts made out of, it says Aran weight, but usually if it says Aran, you can use worsted. So for my that's everything for my current projects, future planned projects. I don't know how short this episode's going to be because I'm like so afraid my computer's going to freeze on me. Yeah, for this hat, I worked primarily on it Thursday night, a little bit on Friday, didn't touch it Saturday or Sunday. No, I worked on it again Sunday night. And on Sunday night, I had just finished. Sunday night, I finished off all the ribbing and I started on the sheep. And by Monday, during my bus trips, going downtown with my aunt, is when I pretty much did majority of it, and I finished it off late last night or early this morning. I still have ends to weave in, obviously. I have a pom-pom to make, because the hat comes with a pom-pom, and it needs the pom-pom. Looking forward to doing that. And that is it for my works in progress and my future project coming up for this week. I've got a couple of knit-alongs, or I've selected my yarn for the Stephen West Mystery Knit-Along, Speckle and Pop, I believe is what it's called. I'll put a picture of it, of the yarn selection here. I still have to, in the pattern, he also suggests mini skeins that I'm going to need. I don't think I have the ones that honestly, I should go through my stash and check first. But I may just go out and go buy. I don't know. I haven't quite decided. So I think I need 5 mini skeins. It's like 20 grams each. So that I have to get. And then once that's done, my plan is to base it on the color of the yarn on my my finished on my full skeins. Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. Hopefully by next week I'll have that ready and good to go. This week I paid for that pattern. That will be 29th, I believe, is the first day for that one. And then this week, I actually got more patterns, which I have to load up on my iPad. One moment, because I actually don't think I actually downloaded them. I just purchased them. So let's go get that up so I can tell you all about it. They're all by Mina Phillip because she was having a sale on her shawls. So of course I had to get them because I wanted them from before and this seemed like a good opportunity to get them. So I got, actually I got more than that. Okay, you know what? I'll start with the patterns that I just recently got. I got the Storybrooke Baby Hoodie by Lion Brand. I just thought it was absolutely adorable. Hopefully I'm putting the pictures up so you can get to see them. Yeah, I got that one recently. I also got another shawl called Changing Staircases by Tristan Molina. I told you about the Speckle and Pop West End's Mystery Knit Along. So that one will be started close to the end of this month. And then I got 4 Mina Phillips shawls. One is a Sea Crest shawl. The next one is the Leda shawl. The third one I got from her is the Spring into Summer shawl. And the last one I got was the Across the Pond shawl. All of these I got them for 20% off. If you're not following her on Instagram, for the next little while, she said she's going to be doing, I don't know if it's coupon codes or giveaways or whatever because her birthday is coming up. I didn't realize that until I actually watched her podcast yesterday. I just saw it and I said, yep, let me buy it. And before that, so I picked those up. I believe that is it for new acquisitions in that sense. When I went out with my aunt yesterday, so I guess I'll just go on with the little bit of shopping that I've done. I'm going to be honest with you, clothing-wise and shoe-wise, I have not bought clothes for myself in ages. I've been pulling clothes out of my closet and looking at the tag on the inside and realizing they're from 2006. And while that was all fine and good, it's reaching the point where these clothes are starting to fall apart, so that means I actually do need to go clothes shopping every once in a while. So, I got a couple underclothes, I got running shoes because the ones I had were really starting to fall apart. I got a backpack that's more appropriate for school, because as much as I love my backpack that I have, it is too small, and it's hard to fit my stuff in there to go to school. Like Thursday last week, I have one class on Thursday. My backpack was jam-packed to the point it almost looked like it was bursting. So, and that was with one textbook that wasn't that thick. So I said, forget it, I just gotta buy myself a new backpack. I got myself, yeah, I told you, just got new running shoes. And then I decided I was gonna go into Indigo because it was there, and there was a book that I wanted to get. And here it is. I got Nostalgia. Oh, let me take the sticker off. Sorry, it's a sticker that all Indigo and chapters, the staff have an opportunity to recommend books, so I got the staff pick, but that was a copy that I picked up. And there we go. So I've been looking forward to reading this book for quite some time. It's called Nostalgia by M.G. Vasanji. So there it is. I've been trying so hard to get this book from the library, but the waiting list is way too long. Based on what I was reading, like the back of the book, it reminds me of, it sounds like a dystopian novel, which means that I will love it, because for some strange, absurd reason, I like those kind of books. Like 1984 was one of my favorite books for the longest time. Didn't want to live in society, but I love the books. So I got this. I got new shoes, which I will show you. This is like the first time I've really gone for brand name shoes. I love them. They're so cute. Hold on, if I could show you, they're these. Pair of black high tops. They're Nike Air Force Ones. Oopsie, sorry. They're Nike Air Force Ones. I've never really gone for brand names. Most of my shoes come from Payless. But I decided I would splurge, and of course I made sure when I went, my aunt kept asking me why I was traveling with my knitting. Because I'm plan on buying shoes, and you have to know whether or not hand-knit socks will fit inside the running shoes, because if they don't fit inside the running shoes, then it's a waste of time. So, of course, first thing I did when I really put them on is I put them on with my lovely striped socks. I made these ones last year or the year before. No, these are from last year. These are Knit Picks, Knit Picks Felici. The colorway, I think it's Baker Street. So I think I call these 221B. On the back of them, I just did them as toe-up socks, and I did a cable pattern going up the back of each leg. What I needed to learn for that, I need to start the calf increases a little bit sooner, and I really have to figure out a better cast off, because I'm just going to show you what this thing did to me since I've had these socks on for the past half an hour or so. I don't know if you can see it, but can you? Am I that flexible? Yeah, you might be able to. You can quite clearly see the ribbing. So that kind of means they're kind of, too tight there. But I still like my socks. I'll probably, never know. We'll see how it works. So that is pretty much it for everything. Yeah. So today is going to be working on finishing up the socks and starting the antler mittens. I'm still going to do the Pandemonium hat. For that one, I did say I was going to buy the yarn for that one. I haven't made it back to the store to buy that yet. I'll see if I can do that later this week. What else? I have the hat by Brandy Miller, the turnback hat. I have yarn for it. I haven't decided what yarn I'm going to use for it yet, but I will do that soon. I haven't decided on that one exactly, and I have, what else do I have to do? And definitely, I think I want to throw a sockhead hat into the plans for what I want to do. I'm probably going to use, I think, what was my decision? Was it Heatwave? Yeah, I'm going to use my Heatwave yarn for that one. But we'll see when I get to do that. So then that's 3 more hats and a pair of mittens for the pigskin party knit along. So I'm going to continue with that. So that is really going to be it for today. Oh, but looking at the time, it reminds me, I was watching Sarah from the Canadian Knitter podcast, and she gave me a shout out, liking my short length episodes. Yay! Nice to know talking too fast and so quickly can come into a benefit for somebody. So yeah, my pocket-sized episodes. Maybe that should be my new tagline. Pocket-sized episodes just for you. So thank you very much, Sarah, for the shout out. I appreciate it very much. I'm also a person who prefers shorter length ones, like maybe about 45 minutes max, because if I have to pause and having to come back, I can't guarantee I'm going to come back. Because there have been podcasts which I did enjoy, I love them immensely, but I couldn't sit down there for 2 hours. There are podcasts that go on for 2 hours. It's maybe because I never feel like I have that much to say for myself. I have no idea, but I can't make it through those. I never finish them. So like ones that are about an hour, maybe I'll be able to come back for them. I don't know. This is just me. So that's it. So shorter podcasts work great for me. There's actually quite a few of them. And well, you know what? I'm done for the day. So I just got to edit this podcast and put it up. So have a good day. Thank you for spending your time with me, and I hope to see you again next week. Bye.